Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Cinzy's Next Learning Lab. Today, it's really never been easier to engage with your patients, their family members, or outside physicians, referral sources, etc., on the Cinzy platform. In this upcoming live session, I'm going to highlight today how Cinzy's latest enhancements that provide patients with a seamless app-like user experience without requiring your patients to download the Cinzy Care Connect application. This is really a game-changing experience for patients that could not download the app previously, might have been not as tech savvy to go to the App Store and download an app, or might have lost their iTunes password or Google Play password. So if you're worried before that your patients would have a hard time accessing communications with your staff, this should resolve some of those concerns. And the user experience for the patient has really been simplified in the web version to easily navigate what they need to accomplish, which is effective communication with you all. So let's go ahead and start within the system. We're going to cover today how this setting is turned on. It is a new setting within the platform. And once it's turned on, patients can now easily participate in virtual visits, secure message, which is a little different than text or email. It is a secure message type of chat. So that's another feature within the platform, as well as view any messages from their care team right in the browser or their mobile device. And once we go through the patient experience, the patient will also have the ability to add a shortcut to their home screen on their phone or tablet. So they never have to worry about bookmarking the website or going back to their browser and looking for the specific website. It could be shortcutted right on their home screen. So let's start in enterprise administration, where you would control some of these settings. The one setting that does need to be turned on is this one right here called CC Progressive Web Application. And we just call it PWA, or Progressive Web App. So when this setting is enabled, the invite links that you send out to the platform via email or text will direct users to the mobile browser instead of their respective app store. If they're on an Android, that link would bring them to the Google Play Store, or if they're on an Apple iOS device, it would bring them right to the App Store. So with this toggled on, that link is going to redirect them right to whatever their preferred browser is on their tablet or mobile phone. So let's hop over to the virtual care application as a staff member. I'm going to be using our patient James Cook today. I can be a intake person, I could be a scheduler, a staff member, a clinician. I need to capture one of the two communication preferences for the patient, whether that's text or email. And once I have that captured in the communication preferences, I can select send invite. Once the invite's sent now, it's going to go to that patient's preferred channels. So if I did want to send out a message to the patient or speak with them over a virtual visit, for me as a staff member, nothing changes in my workflow. Okay, so I still have the ability, if I do want to have that HIPAA compliant secure message chat, I would just click on my same text bubble and it would bring me to my conversation with the patient. They will have the same ability within that secure message chat on the web, the ability to share pictures, share PDF documents as well. So let's go ahead and see what the patient experience looks like. Okay, so imagine I am that patient, James Cook. I can receive an invite via text or email. This is the email version. It is customizable, the wording within the invite. That's set up within our enterprise admin as well. Same with the text message. Okay, so text can go out directly to that patient, and that can all be customized text, right? So right here, just a quick little blurb for SMS versus email. It could be changed no matter which modality you're using. All the patient needs to do is go ahead and click on the link. and I'm using just Safari on my iPhone right here. That link is unique to that patient, so it's going to require my date of birth. You also do have an access code option if you did see this below. So if a nurse was getting a patient set up at their home or for the first visit, instead of sending the invite, you could just generate an access code for that patient, and that's done within the virtual care app. So let me just go ahead. I'm just going to put in the birth date for this patient. I need to choose the day. Okay, so once I've confirmed my identity, I am now within the Care Connect web version of the application before. No need to go to the App Store and download an application. I will have all my same functionality essentially within here. Okay, so on my home screen are going to be any messages, any tasks that my care team needs for me to complete. If I have any automated programs, I could see those here. This one, I'm enrolled in a CHF program that's telling me to reduce my sodium intake. But we did a lot of redesign on the actual experience for the patient. So very easy with larger, simpler buttons. We left it as if a patient needs to call or chat. Those are really the two main functions. If the patient clicked on call your care team, if a patient has a care team assigned to them, any of those folks or groups will appear directly here. Okay, so from here, I can begin a virtual visit with the individual staff member, or I can reach the first available. That's how this specific care team is configured for me. But regarding the chat, I can view all my previous messages. So if I come to my messages with the care team, and I could decide who I want to chat with from here. But if I want to see all my previous message threads, I see I have a new chat here from Ed Morales, our wound care nurse. And I can go ahead, click on the chat. I can respond back. I can even snap a picture directly from my device. So if the patient does want to take a picture of their wound and respond back, they're able to. Let me go ahead and I'm going to respond back to Dean Klein, who is the nurse that I have logged in on the virtual care app. And I'll just say, just to show you in real time what it looks like coming back for the nurse. Everything's going to come back in real time directly back for the clinician as well. So it's a real-time live secure message chat. We keep it secure. The web page itself is encrypted. So this is a secure way to communicate over text and email. Going back to the virtual care app as that nurse, Dean Klein, if I come here to my messages, as you can see, here's the message from the patient, and we can have a conversation and secure chat real time. Within the patient profile, you can also include caregivers, okay? So for those folks that are not using caregivers today within the patient profile, these people can be family members, they can be neighbors, they could be outside physicians, like I mentioned in the beginning of the webinar. But these are folks that are just attached to the patient, involved in the patient's plan of care. You can have as many caregivers as you like. We've added this same functionality of click to call. So being able to send out a link directly to that patient or caregiver, and they engage right on a video call. Click to chat, which is that secure message, or sending an assessment via text or email. Okay, so previously, before our latest updates, all of those different communication modalities had to be done within the patient application: assessments, virtual visits, and secure message. We've removed that for patients plus caregivers. So really easy. If you're at a patient's home and you want their family member who lives out of state to engage, I can simply just click on the phone icon. It's going to send them a link directly, and they can engage on a virtual visit. They don't need to download an application as well. We've seen a lot of success with our clients using this with referring physicians or other physicians that they're working with in the community. We all know a lot of times physicians don't want to go ahead and download another application to their device. So you could simply send them out a link. They click on it, you can engage with them in secure chat about the shared patient or begin a virtual visit with them as well. So let's go back to the patient side just to show you what it looks like for them if they did want to add this to their home screen of their phone or their tablet. As a patient up there above where it says Hi James Cook, that would be your logo and your branding up there where it says Cinzy. So just wanted to point that out as well. But patient could always come back here and access it at this specific web page if they need to. But if you do want to place a shortcut on their device, I could just come right here to add to my home screen, and I can name it whatever I want. I could just name it Cinzy if I wanted to, so they know what to look for. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit add. So as you can see on my main home screen of my phone, the Cinzy website bookmark is there. It looks like an application, but you never have to worry about the patient going to the app store, doing an update, and if they change devices, re-downloading the application because they couldn't get into their iTunes store or Google Play Store. So let me just stop there and see if there's any questions. So we did get one question that the person is not able to turn on the Care Connect PWA. More than happy to answer that question, but just to review, and if you're still not able to, please reach out to your account manager or our support team at Cinzy.com. But just to re-point out again where it is, and this could really depend upon your user rights. So if your user rights are turned off to make enterprise type settings, that's why you might not have the ability to toggle this on or off under the features. But if you do have full admin rights, you'll find it under features right on the enterprise information page here. So I hope that answered your question. If you're still having a hard time turning it on, please reach out to our support team or your account manager. Probably most likely has to do with your user rights within the admin. So really just to recap on the concepts today is we've made enormous strides over the past couple months of removing those barriers of entry for patients, of not having to go to the app store, downloading an application. The feedback's been tremendous that we've gotten across our client base, that it's been very easy engaging patients and those family members, and being able to send out an assessment or just engage with someone on a virtual visit or secure chat where it's secure, not like text or email, has been really invaluable. Because if you're on the phone with someone and instead of making that 1 hour drive out at Sunday night at 10 o'clock, I could just send you a text or email link. You're able to click on that link and we can go right into a virtual visit or engage over a secure message. Has really received a lot of great feedback. So thank you for your time. We recorded this session. We'll go ahead and send it out to the participants that are on this call. And if you do have any questions, want to get this feature turned on in your application, please reach out to your administrator if they have access within Enterprise Admin, or reach out to your Cinzy account manager or support team and they can help you get this turned on.